Has anybody seen two training cyclists fly together? That is so cool. I wonder who hides her. Let's practice tackling, baby. I'll tackle you. Who's on the jerseys this week? Is anyone who's read the roster? Whoever's on week 2, whoever would have been week 2, you in week 2.
So it's AFL Sydney round 3 coming to you from North Dalton Park down here in beautiful Wollongong, and it's the Illawarra Lions taking on Sydney University, and just getting set to get things underway. Joining me in the commentary position tonight, Dylan Coop and Dylan from the Illawarra club, and the guys will be keen to get a win on the board tonight.
Yeah, exactly. Haven't got one yet. Looking to get a win here against Sydney Uni. They're looking pretty good.
It's been a slow start for the Illawarra Lions so far. Not a win on the board. Of course, this is the rescheduled round 3 game, and we were washed out a couple of weeks ago, but you would not know it by the ground. It is an absolute picture at the moment, and as usual, beautiful under lights down here at Illawarra. We're just getting set for the start of the game. Sydney Uni, on the other hand, have been able to score two wins so far. Their first 2 games of the season against the Eagles and Balmain, scored a couple of wins, but it's been pretty lean picking since then. Played Pennant Hills and UTS, both lost both of those games, so they too will be keen to get back onto the winners list. And good opportunity for both teams here tonight at North Dalton Park. Set to get underway. Saw a great game of women's AFL played before the main game, and it was the Sydney Uni Bombers that got home in that game, so we're away in the middle there, and it's the Illawarra Lions who get the first clearance, only be picked off by the students. Kick there from Hutton, he goes inside 50, looking for Fig. He'll be their focal point up forward tonight, that's for sure. Nothing coming of this. As I said, Dylan, the ground looking an absolute picture here tonight at North Dalton Park.
Yeah, it's always great to play down here. It's good to have no wind, unlike last week. It was blowing an absolute gale. It's good to be here under the lights.
That breeze does come off the beach at times. Inside 50 again, that was Higgins, wearing the lowest number on the field for the students in number 4. Everything else is nearly 20 or above, bar Fig. Kick here, this will be an interesting decision, and the umpire's pinged him. So it'll be a shot on goal for the students early in the first quarter. It'll be taken by Braco. Tough pocket to score goals from, although as you mentioned, no wind. That'll help, but a good kick inside and a better opportunity for Nicholas Lai. He'll line up. Kick from just inside 50.
long kick in there. Peter Lloyd just pending under a bit of pressure. Headed straight toward the boundary line. You really got to look for a player to kick to then.
He's got to be accountable in that back line. So Lai, he lines up. It's a good kick off the boot. Has it got the distance? It might have just made the distance. The umpire steps up. First goal on the board for Sydney Uni. So a good start there for the students. They get their first on the board. It was a good kick inside. Opened up the angle for Lai, and he kicked truly. So the first goal on the board to Nicholas Lai of the students. And reset in the middle. Perfect night, no wind to speak of.
A little bit of rain early in today, so
That was just to
affects
soften up
us
the
up,
ground. We did have a bit of a shower during the women's game, but nothing really major, and you wouldn't know it from the deck. Might be more dew out there than rain at this time of the night. So back in the middle. Umpire bouncing tonight, good to see. Traditional bounce, the footy. Swing there, trying to kick it out are the students, and the umpire's seen a free kick. It'll be too high, and the kick will go to Melville. He moves it on quickly, looking wide, figures the target down there. He's just trying to work his body, work his opponent around, but they did well there, the Lions player. Although, good second effort too. They've just got to be a bit more accountable here in the back line, the Lions. There was Wells trying to wrap his opponent up. He'll have a ball up. And they're up there, Kennedy for the students. Going up against
Jake the Snake Hogarth. He's a
Jake the
real
Snake
crowd favourite.
Heard that you were loading that one up before the game there, Dylan.
There'll be a few hisses going around the Lions crowd tonight.
Wells in there, as is the Snake. And no one can get it clear, so we'll have another ball up. So giving away a few inches is Hogarth. Comes down, trying to get through there was Green. He's wrapped up in a good tackle. They're tackling hard at the moment, off the decks. Probably opportunity, but only goes as far as the students. Now they reload. Can they break? Good kick in from Scully. Looking at the top of the square. Falls nicely for the students. They're away here if they can get it up. Need to attack the footy. Good tackle there. And just scrambling, and the ball goes out of bounds, so we'll have a boundary throw in. So the structure's in the back line, Dylan, for the Lions at the moment, leaving a little bit to be desired.
Yeah, exactly. We'll be looking to man up as well as we can, but obviously they slipped away during the game.
Hogarth and Kennedy will go at it again in the ruck. Kennedy wins this one down. Falls to Higgins. He throws it on the boot. This could go through. And it has. What a goal. It's a fantastic goal for Higgins. And the students get another one on the board. Well, a goal out of nowhere for Higgins. And they've got two straight now, and the Lions just can't seem to find the footy at the moment, Dylan.
No, we can't seem to go into our forward line, which would be interesting to see. We've got to get this one out of the middle, see if we can do some damage.
5 minutes played. It's the students by two straight goals. Kennedy and Hogarth will go at it again. Once again, Kennedy with the height advantage there and does his own roving as well. So they go inside 50 again, the students. Good work there. Nice body work by... Well, there's a late change. So that's that is Howard wearing 24.
Tommy Green just a bit scrawny for that mark-up, but he's a really good young player we have for the Lions.
The Howard comes in. Kick looks good off the boot. It's got the distance. Just doesn't make it over the line. And they'll wrap it up here through Danaher. Danaher's kick's got to find a target, and it hasn't. He's turned it over. just not good enough there, and live for the students will drive them in again. And a good mark taken there. And danger signs at the moment for the Lions. This is Gabriel Robbie. He kicked 3 goals last week in their loss to UTS. So Robbie will be keen to get back on the scoreboard as well. Shouldn't be an issue. Just nice and easy, leans back and it's gone through, and Robbie puts another one on the board. So it's 3 straight to the students. And the Lions yet to score. Back in the middle. Just need to work something from the clearances. Hogarth just needs to attack the footy, try and get he's giving away probably 6 inches to his opponent. And it shows again there, Higgins gets it clear. Little kick on the ground from Miller. In there is Garrity as well. And now the Lions, well, they were going forward, but good defensive run from Higgins there. Playing in the middle, he's kicked the goal already. And
punched out of bounds there by Josh Tier, evergreen defender for the Lions.
Good option there from Tier just to get it over the boundary line. Regroup. They really need to get the ball into their forward half, the Lions. But it's all the run now with the students. Coming away was Scully. Throws it on the boot. Couldn't bring it in. Lions defender, and he's just mauled by a student. Just need to get numbers around. Look at the numbers here for the students. They're in again. Hogarth gets the handball clear. Now trying to push through. It was Danaher, I believe. And just no clean football at the moment for the Lions. Now can they do something? Wells tries to bustle his way through. That could have been one of the new rules that I don't like so much. The contact below the knees, but the umpire decides to play it on. And the students build up again. This is Schofield. He goes inside. Numbers in favour of the Lions. And now they're away.
Chris Cook away. He's got plenty of space in front of him. Unfortunately, couldn't grab that one up.
It's a shocking bounce for Cook. Now Chappell. Ewan Chappell throws it forward. They need something from him. Couldn't bring it in. That was very markable there from Thompson. They're inside 50 for the first time, the Lions. Can they get something out of this? Thompson did well to apply pressure to the player running out. Now it's with Higgins. Higgins does his best to just tumble it over the line.
Didn't have the ball, sir. Come on. Peter Lloyd there, attacking the ball hard. Unfortunately, getting a free kick for his efforts.
But better signs for the Lions. Just said, Kenny Ewan Chappell with his first touch. It was a good touch. Just not able to bring the mark in was Thompson. And this is better. Got some height. And the free kick goes to Hogarth. So he should learn from that. That's the way he's going to win these ruck contests. And the kick, not a good one. Kick to 2 students. And the turnover is going to hurt them. Down the line, good punch. Can the Lions build something here? In there is Herdman. Wrapped up in the tackle. Here he goes. He's got it forward.
Chris Cook on a run again. He's looking to spot up a target in the forward line. Finds Ewan Chappell, who will go inside.
He loves these Ewan Chappell. Nice top of the square. Just didn't have the numbers, or they're here now. Oh, just off the deck. The umpire's going to ping him for kicking in danger. So unfortunate there for Thompson.
Desperate efforts in the Lions forward line. See if we can lock it in here, cause some pressure.
Thompson kicked 4 last week in their loss to Campbelltown, so knows where the goals are. Lloyd. Quick handball to himself, trying to invent something there. Here's Peter Lloyd. Unfortunately, didn't come off, but he might get it back here. It's Willing out there at the moment. You just get the sense that the Lions have been jumped in this first quarter, and they're trying to get themselves back into the game. Boundary throw in. Illawarra attacking side of the ground. Just needs to probably work a little bit harder there, Hogarth, to just work himself in front, because the height is going to hurt him. Good tackle there by Ewan Chappell, and they're away, the students. Straight through the middle, needs to chop this off, couldn't do so. Just the run of the students at the moment. Now with Melville, his handball over the top. Oh, should have taken that in. Could have got a free kick there for in the back. The umpire says no, unfortunate for right for the Lions, and now a bit of clear football for the students, and a good option out to Fig, and he'll have a shot on goal. Just a little panic there in the back line, Dylan, and should have taken the ball cleanly and moved it on, but wanted to punch and didn't affect the punch. The students now drive it long. This will be the top of the square. Can they take a grab? 3-on-1, and as it should have happened, the Lions are away. The kick, well, ordinary at best, and a turnover with Nick Lai. So just a little panic in the back line from the Lions at the moment.
Josh David right there getting his first touch in Premier League football. He's got the call up today, and he'll be looking to impress Kenny Ewan Chappell for further appearances.
Yeah, young fella, captain of the under-18 side, I believe. That's not a great kick from the back line. And then coughed it up, so not having a good time down there. Peter Lloyd in the back line. A few errors, but luckily Danaher comes away with the free kick.
He's got Luke Rudder on the outside here. See what can happen. Herdman's leading for him. Yes, he's got it on the far wing now.
So Herdman for the Lions. This is not bad. I like this idea, just to slow the game down. A little bit of ball security from the Lions. Not the best to kick it to the tallest man on the field in Kennedy, and he affects the turnover. It'll be a little bit smarter than that. Braco now with the ball. Not a lot on offer. Looked sideways and then did a little dinky chip over. Umpire says play on. Big tackle there played. No prior opportunity. In fact, he's going to call in the back. So get away with one there. Does Walsh. He comes across to Lloyd, and once again the fumbles. Oh, I'm sick of using my hands, says Peter Lloyd. I'm just going to kick it off the deck.
It's a very standard from the former soccer player Peter Lloyd.
Now Tier in a bit of space. Now needs to look up, make sure of it, but has just turned it over with a big tackle applied by Fig. So it's good work by the students. Take nothing away from them. They're putting the pressure on at every contest.
It's starting to look a bit greasy out there. A few players having a hard time keeping a handle on the ball, taking marks as well.
And that dew will come in, and we'll see probably the fault come in at some stage tonight. Down here a couple of years ago when the fog rolled in, and it was anyone's game as to what was going on the far side of the ground. So let's hope that doesn't happen. Kick down the line. Higgins. He's
trying to take on
Brookfield. It's not Higgins. It's a very good tackle.
Yeah, I think it's been paid.
It's Howard wearing 24. So Howard and Kennedy swapped jumpers. So forgive me if we call them around the wrong way a couple of times tonight. This is the other Kennedy in Ryan Kennedy, the ruckman, and kicks it like a ruckman should. And just another turnover in the middle of the ground for the Lions, and they're putting themselves under all sorts of pressure. Here they go again. The target there, just couldn't bring it in.
Quill now trying to work it out of the back line. He's got David Goodley in support. Students starting to get some numbers to the contest now.
Good work there from the Lions. I need to get this out. It's a good kick around the corner, and that's a kicked at right angles. And in there is Rutter for the Lions. Need to work it out. A hot mark here at help. Danaher with the mark. He's been handy early, Dylan.
He has. He's really one of our best players, Jeremy Danaher. Glad to be back after a year off last year.
Out on the full, so a little bit of pressure relieved. So 3 goals straight to the Students. They've stemmed some of the scoring, Illawarra. Working the switch. Now with David Wright. Josh David Wright.
Young Dubs, as he's known around the club. He's from Downshell Hyperway, I think. He's come to the club. He's a really good young head around the junior players. He's a great leader. He's always at training. He really works quite hard. Pushes his body to the limits. Like a lot of these young Lions players we have, that you see coming through the ranks to join the Premier League side.
It's good to see. We'd love to see the young fellas really taking this game by the handle and running with it. Now the Students. Good kick there from Lai. He drives in looking for Fig, but the ball will trickle over the boundary line. We'll have another boundary throw in. So after a flurry of 3 goals at the start of the quarter, it's now approaching the 17-minute mark, and haven't seen a lot of scoring. Unfortunately, that still leaves the Lions without a score on the board at this stage of the game, but they have stemmed some of the scoring, so something they can build. Over the ball, Miller just trying to scrub the handball free. Good run there from the Students, knocked off. Danaher attacking the football. Does well, keeps it in front, keeps his feet. Umpire lets this one go. It could be a high tackle, and it is, and the kick will go to Green. Moving it on quickly.
Ewan Chappell on the lead. Good mark there. Look up to spot Brett Herman. He's ignored the short lead and will go along to Thompson.
Good kick, and they need more of that from Kenny Ewan Chappell. Hits Thompson right on the chest. Now forward. Adamson has a shot on goal. This needs to either sit up or go through, and it has. It's gone through for Adamson, so the Illawarra Lions get there first on the board, and much to the pleasure of this good crowd here at North Dalton Park.
The Lions able to get some good movement out of their backbone there. Ewan Chappell orchestrating a great move there. Thompson really starting to get his hands on the ball now. You see him start to have a couple more shots to go. Will be good for the Lions.
Here there from the crowd, some crowd favourite Jackson Gray coming on for his first run. Just seen coming into the front of the screen there onto the wing.
Jackson Gray, another first-year player for the Lions. He's been very impressive in the second grade. It's good to see him get his opportunity here at North Dalton Park.
Back in the centre, we've played 18 minutes in the first quarter. Students now, clean ball out of the centre, and a good mark there. That's how you want to play football. 2 touches out of the centre. Kick it straight into side 50, and then a shot on goal. So after all the work by the Lions, it's now in the hands of Glenn Smith. Only 20 seconds later, and he will go back and have a shot for the Students. Smith. Awkward little run up, and shows in the kick, and first minor score of the game. Sydney Uni 3-1-19. They lead Illawarra 1-0-6. Margin 13 points. Big long kick out of the back. What can they build here? They go through the middle. Good mark there.
Adamson coming in from the bench has been a good injection for the Lions. Off to Ewan Chappell.
Ewan Chappell. He drives them forward. It's 1-on-3 here for the Lions. Good work there. It's Thompson. And backs up with a kick now with Wells. Trying to get through the traffic. Gets it eventually. Nice little handball off. Thompson in there again. Could have been taken high. The umpire says yes. And Thompson will have a shot on goal. So,
It's a good kick, Thompson. I expect him to kick this one.
well, when you look at the first quarter as it's played out, Dylan, if he kicks this, margin back to I think 7 points. You take that when they just looked like they were going to get overrun in that first 5-6 minutes of the game. So, important kick from Thompson. Just relaxes on it, tries to bring it back, but no breeze to speak of. Minus score. Margin back to 12.
Lions really fighting back hard here after a good opening start of the quarter by the Sydney Uni students.
Sydney Uni employing a very much supposed to be described as a spine huddle. They're all on that spine of the ground, down from sort of 25-metre mark right through to the middle. And then they just broke. Free kick here, umpire's seen, will go to the Lions. With Brookfield. His kick to Kenny Ewan Chappell does well, turns quickly, wants to move it on, but the kick worked out here. Just need to chop it off, and they probably will. The Lions, Wells tries to jink and weave through the pack, couldn't get the handle. Now the students scrubbing it forward, and it's fallen back in the arms of Walsh. Walsh goes short to Danaher. Danaher wants to go short as well. Couldn't get the height. Thompson now. What can he do? Holds feet well. Just needs to find the handle. Can't get it. In there now is Green. Green wants to come inside. Goes backwards to go forwards. Walsh now. Need to get it forward. He's wrapped up in a good tackle. The umpire says holding the ball. So good to hustle there from the Sydney Uni students. Turned what would have been a scoring opportunity. Now they're out of defence. Kennedy flies, but he went up about on a Tuesday. Actually, it's Fig out there. Almost a week early, Fig. Would have been classic if he'd have stayed there. The Lions again. Danaher, he's probably had 12 touches already in this quarter. Wants to make sure of it, and does so. A good kick down the line.
Peter Lloyd, what can we say about this bloke? You can see by his boots, it's a very easy played spot in there. He's got his unique style. He gives it off to Tommy Green. Takes a shot at goal. Is he going to have the distance? No.
Rush through there for a behind. Now the students under a little bit of pressure late in the quarter. Good work there, just pushing the player off the line was Smith. Now they run. Inside 50. Just bounces over the head there. Rudder gets a bit of pressure. Now Green leads the pack to the ball. In support, Will Thompson. He's covered some miles already in this ground. Not enough support from the Lions. They go back inside off the boot of Miller. His kick to the pocket and will almost go out, but not, and then turned over again. So Fremantle, his kick looking for Kennedy, just couldn't bring it down, tries to get it, but it's 3-on-1 and they get out of trouble again, the Lions. Through the middle, the students rebuilding. Can ill afford a goal here, the Lions. Garrity, his kick is a good one. Now they've got Kennedy long, they just need to put it on his head. Big height advantage, that's where they want to go. Kennedy will break this pack, and the score, the siren will beat everybody. So, at the end of the first quarter, it was a flurry of goals in that first 5 minutes from Sydney Uni, but the Lions did very well to peg them back in the initial space and then put another one on the board for themselves. So we go into the quarter time break. Illawarra 1-2-8 and Sydney Uni lead them by 11 points. They're 3-1-19. Stick with us, we'll be back in a couple of minutes for all the action from the second quarter.
Yo, is this one of us? Do we have a McWhorter leaf? No, that is not Russian. I'll go find it. We're there taking notes.
You're on Jersey, right? Yeah, I'll take it on the bag.
about set for the second quarter down here at North Dalton Park. The margin 11 points in favour of Sydney University. And as we said in that first quarter, it was a flurry of goals from the students early in the quarter. The Alliance did very well to, well, in the initial stages to stem the flow of scoring, but then they got one on the board themselves and threatened to score more. So see what they can build in their second quarter. Waiting for the gate, so interesting to see if that's the clock starting or not. Go again. Underway for the second quarter. It's round 3. It's a rescheduled round 3 game here at North Dalton Park. And it's the students by 11. Kennedy wins the ruck here. Wells trying to get the ball free. Can't do so. Falls to Danaher. He gets another touch. His target was Walsh. Couldn't bring it in. And the students break. Kick inside 50 from Braco. Nice and high. Gives his teammates every opportunity. Just couldn't bring it in. But they break again. This time it's with Avis Foster. Kick over the top. Looking for Robbie, and it's picked up. Trying to do the old blind turn there was Hutton in the initial stages, and it's a goal. So a good start there from the students. Didn't quite pick up who kicked the goal. Get another one on the board, do Sydney University. And we go back to the middle. So not the start the Lions were looking for. Margin out to 17. And Dylan, the quarter time break there, what do you think the message would have been from Kenny Ewan Chapel?
We're just trying to hit up some short targets at the moment. So just bit more reassuring kick out of the back line there. You can see that we moved the ball really well in the patches that we did kick a goal, looking to get the ball into the hands of Ewan Chapel. And then on to Thompson.
So you're suggesting that Ewan Chapel's message might have been kick it to me?
That's what I would have said for sure.
Either me or Danaher. They seem to be the two players that are threatening to impact this game at the moment. Another scoring opportunity inside 50, just outside the 50-metre line at the moment. Now in the hands of the students. Back in the centre. Sorry, a centre bounce or a throw-up, as the case may be. Good tackle there from Danaher, and he gets the ball in the end. That could have been high. The umpire says yes. Head was over the ball for a long time before the tackle was applied, so good umpiring. And he wants to go short, Danaher, and does so. The kick just chopped off. The idea was good, but read well by Underwood. He goes to a 2-on-1 contest. Free kick now paid. Late call, I would have thought, but it's 50 for a bit of yap there, which they can ill afford. You find it's come
from McClure, former second grade coach. He loves a bit of yap. Always, if you played against him, you probably know all about that. He's a very tough player.
The umpire knew all about it. He was quick onto it too. So, shot on goal now.
It's a strange run up there. He kind of paused halfway before he kicked the ball. I'm not sure what the go there was.
Very upright in his run up.
Didn't pay off, whatever he did.
It's Melville, I think, for Sydney Uni.
Nathan Wright looking to hit a target here. Oh, that's a dangerous kick. It's worked off. Want to avoid kicking into that danger zone there.
Come out again. David Wright was the target and dishes off. Now they come down the line, the Lions. And it's the students again who turn it over. Push inside 50. And they break.
Nugent getting the breakaway there, looking for Kenny Ewan Chappell.
Good work there from Ewan Chappell. Just kept his eyes on the ball long enough to affect the spoil. Now he goes inside. Can't get the target. Falls to the back of the pack. And cleaned up by the students again. And now off the hands of Higgins. He wants to move it forward. It was fumbled there from Garrity, and he's wrapped up. So the Lions have got an opportunity here now. What can they build? Got Ewan Chappell on the move. The target was there. Didn't come off so well. Not too bad in the end. Herdman gets it forward. Now with Wells. Can he pick it up and push his way through? And good work by the students to affect the clearance. And Fig, the target. Could have been a free kick, but the umpire says no. So Fig playing well down the ground at the moment. He said he would have been the target for them. Kicked the goal last week. Now, that could be a free kick holding the ball. He just dragged that one in, although he's going to go the other way. He's got it for a high tackle. I thought it might have been maybe against Kennedy. Looked around for the handball. No one was there. So he just goes long, and a good read there from Green. Nice strong hands. Wells looking for an interchange. Might be blowing a bit. And boundary throw in.
Lions having a bit of trouble in the ruck here, trying to clear the ball out. Number one ruckman, Aaron Franklin, having a slight hamstring strain during the week. So Jake the Snake getting the job here.
He's done all right so far. He's certainly giving away inches and a bit of experience there. Kennedy worked his way well to the front of the pack. Now Thompson couldn't get those wheels running quick enough and dribbles over for a boundary throw in. Plenty to be said from the gallery at the moment. So the Sydney Uni boys, I did see the bus pull into North Dalton Park, so no worries with a few boys having a few celebratory Mother's Day drinks. Sydney Uni now clear. It's well done there from Morwood. And he's got it across. Now in the arms of Kennedy. His kick, just a short one, finds Miller. Miller wants to play on, looks up, there was nothing on offer. He went to Fig, once again playing well down the ground. Fig goes inside, they've worked this well, the students. Now with Avis Foster. His kick, helicopter kick out in front of Robbie. Robbie
Nathan
falls
Wright
over.
Really did well there.
Right, that's a good kick.
Josh Tier on his own here, who looked to deliver to Thompson.
That's the way he goes. Kick didn't look good off the boot. Got there on the volley. And it's worked well now by the Lions. Can they bring this in? Ewan Chappell underneath it, just couldn't find it. Wants to go one way. He'll turn back onto his right boot. Gets wrapped up, so it's well read there from Underwood. And the free kick, didn't see what that was for, but lands in the arms of Herdman.
Brent Herdman coming to the club this year from the South Coast AFL, like many of the Illawarra recruits do. It's a very hard player. You find that with many Red Nuts though. So if you're looking to kick the Lions second here.
Tough kick for Herdman. Puts it out there. He's given it every opportunity, but it's just gone to the far side. So the minor score. Margin 16 points. We've played 8 minutes of this second quarter. Sydney Uni got the first goal within a minute. Once again playing this huddle straight down the middle of the ground, and then they just break both ways. But the Lions this time good enough to read it. Comes back now with Ewan Chappell. Just gets the fumbles. He does well to pick it up on the second effort. Goes back inside. Good punch. And they want to run, but a great tackle applied, and the Lions are on the attack again. Now it's with Thompson. Goes back one way. Can he get this one through? It is. It's a good goal to the Lions.
Great goal there. He really attributed that goal to Jack Nugent, who laid a crunching tackle there, turning the ball over and allowing Thompson to have a good shot on target. It was a great long goal.
It was a great goal there from Thompson, and as you said, the tackle from Nugent was really what picked it up. Read the ball as it was coming out, and Thompson kicks his first of the afternoon, the evening, as the case may be. The margin back to 10 points. They'd be keen to get another on the board now, the Lions.
James Adelson moving into the ruck now. He's been a strong contributor in the second grade for the Lions. Let's see if we can continue Jake the Snake's great work.
The centre, Ewan Chappell in there as well. Slips over at the crucial moment. There was the Sydney Uni ruckman, and the Lions get the clearance. Worm-burning kick goes forward, but read well there from Morwood. His kick to the wing. Good one to the advantage of Scott, but the Lions have got the turnover. Can they build again? Looking for Danaher. Being good so far. This Sydney Uni back line is causing problems, and they've cleaned it out again. Now with Miller. Miller's kick. Just good hand in there from, let's see who it was, with the Lions player. Just affected the spoil. Couldn't bring it in, was Morwood. Handball over the top now. Lions on the attack. In there is Tier, and the umpire's seen a free kick. It'll go to Tier. He actually did very, very well there. The ball was bouncing in an awkward fashion. He never took possession of it, but kept his body around it. And in the end, gets the free kick for holding the man.
Josh Tier, the big left footer. He's looking for a short goal. He had a small quad complaint during the week, so it'll be interesting to see if he goes for goal here.
Wants to get the distance. Distance is not an issue. Is it online? It is. So Josh Tier gets another on the board. The first consecutive goals there from the Lions. And the margin now back to 4 points.
You can see the Lions boys getting around in there. Josh Tier is a renowned backman. He rarely gets the opportunity to kick a goal. He'll be very pleased with that one.
So the Lions now on the charge. And the boys in the peanut gallery having a bit of fun. And we'll monitor that throughout the night. I'm tipping they might get just that little bit louder each and every time someone comes back from the fantastic canteen here at North Dalton Park.
I'm sure we'll make some money over it.
Fig now with the ball, just hacked out of the middle. Distance is too much for him. Goes forward, and it's a great read there from, it was Howard. And the free kick was paid, advantage given, and it's a goal to James Howard. And the reply straight from the students, and the margin back to 10 points. So it's the second time the students have done that with the big quick reply. Three the Lions, 5-1 the students. Good ruck work there from the Snake. But free kick comes and it's in the arms of Miller. Plenty of players forward of the ball. Kennedy the target, couldn't bring it in with the one hand. Danaher sweeps up for the Lions. Now they're away. Player just coming off the bench is going to get a quick touch. It's good work there from Avis Foster, and the delivery was fantastic. So unfortunate there for the Lions. Kennedy moves it forward. Oh, James Howard tries to take mark of the year again. He throws it on the boot, and it's just missed. James Howard took mark of the year a couple of years ago whilst wearing Balmain's colours, and he wanted to try and get his name on the board again then, but just a minor score. Now they're away. Goodley ends over. It's with Jeffress. Goes down the line. Nugent was the target, but he's outnumbered. And Morwood, who's had a good game in the back line, drives them forward again. Now the students, they go inside 50. It's a scrubby looking kick. It's in front of Howard. He'll turn back one way, wants to get back on the right foot. Does so. It's a high kick. He's claiming it. He claimed it. And the umpire was not fazed. In fact, it's going to be overruled here from the umpire well off the play, and it's going to be called a goal. Well, I've not seen that before, Dylan.
It's very controversial when the goal umpire up against the goalpost is overruled by the on-field umpire. Very controversial.
That's a strange one. And what was strange about it was that the second umpire didn't actually go and converse with the goal umpire, just convinced him to change his mind. So that'll come back. Hopefully that won't be the difference in the end, but a goal to James Howard under interesting circumstances. He gets his second. They go forward again, the students. Danaher. He's had plenty. Good work there. It was Herdman, but just didn't get the handball to her teammate, and they go forward again. Nearly lands in the arms there of the students player and comes back to him again. He's wrapped up in the tackle. This should be a ball up, and is. There's a good work there in the initial stages by Smith.
You said McClure there, not having a nice little chirp. He's well renowned for it. Loves having a little chat.
He's got him in trouble once already tonight, so good attack on the football. Bringing it in there was McClure, and he could get the free kick here. The umpire says no. We'll have a ball up. And lands in the arms of Danaher. He's just going to come away with severe leather poisoning tonight. And just working it through. They wanted to switch their lines and they got it. The kick to the advantage. Got pace.
He's got to run now. There's no one in front of him. He's got plenty of pace. Chris Cook going to look for the full forward Thompson here.
Just didn't bounce high enough for Thompson. Needed to get over that a little bit more, and it's wrapped up. Oh, good tackle there from the Lions. Teamwork there, and it's been paid. Oh, in the back. Well, a bit of tough luck there from Thompson. The ball just didn't bounce off the deck as high as he thought. If it had, it would have been away. And might be just about time to effects mic down a little bit as the boys are getting rowdy in the stands. Now the students on the attack again. Comes forward. Higgins gets it up. It was a good handball off to Smith. His kick offline. Just needed to be towards goals. But we'll have a boundary throw in. 17.5 minutes played. Second quarter. It's the Students by 17. Rutter in the ruck for the Lions. He'll go up against Smith. So the ruck duty's being shared around at the ends of the ground. This is Higgins. He's been handy. Nice little dish off. Goes now through Hughes. He throws on the boot. And Hughes has got it. Peter Hughes puts another on the board for the Students. This one has been going. Well, it's been called through the middle. They get another one on the board. That's their 7th. And the margin now out to 23. And Ewan Chapel now have to think what they can do to stem the scoring again. So will that overrule by the second umpire have a little psychological effect on the Lions? This one's one down. Higgins now. He's tackled and the umpire said he threw it. So it'll fall to Danaher. His kick. Nearly. It's just there. He's got it.
Great pickup by Herdman. It's on to Chris Cook, who runs into the 50. Can he shoot? He's kicked a goal. Lions fans in the stands up in arms about that one.
We showed some pace on this wing just before, and certainly hit that one with pace, did Cook. And Chris Cook gets his first of the afternoon, and it's a well-needed goal to the Lions. Just pegs the margin back to 17 points. It's good work by Herdman. He just sort of grabbed it and didn't let it go, and then dished off to Cook, who was at full flight. And the kick was true. And he scored his first for the evening. Now, the Sydney Uni just ringing the changes off the boundary line.
Ryan Wells copping a bit of flack. His brother used to play for Sydney Uni, and he's well known around, must be well known around the Sydney Uni club. Copying it.
Do you say a barrage? So back in the middle, we've played 20 minutes of this second quarter. Margin 17 points in favour of the Students. Kennedy back in the ruck for Sydney Uni. Just measured bounce there. And Kennedy wins it again. Handball there from Ewan Chapel, just missed the target. It went to Howard. Now he's in there again, is Kenny. Trying to get it forward. Does so. Goodley now just trying to work it forward as well. Done well here, the Lions. Minimal numbers, maximum reward. He's wrapped up Kennedy. Could have been a free kick. Didn't really quite dispose of that properly, but it's pushed forward. And it's now in the arms of Lai. So Nicholas Lai drives them forward. 2-on-1 in favour of the Lions. They've done well. Should be able to get this clear. Goodley. Now they want the switch. And they get it.
Chris Cook on again here. Putting it out in front. Let him run onto it.
Show his pace. Cook seems to find the footy first. Good work there, affected by Garrity. Just kept the ball in front and to the advantage. They've gone backwards now. Underwood drives it long. Goes forward.
Josh David Wright doing a great job.
Guess who? Danaher. Now Cook. Wells is running away from him. He needs to turn around and put on a lead. Does so now. Decides to go short and chopped off by Mitchell Scott. Scott's got a player inside. Bit of loose checking from the Lions. Now with Lai. His kick. That could be hands in the back. Umpire didn't see it. Now it's fallen to Howard. Howard turns around on the left. Tries it forward. Trying to find the goals. This could trickle through if they don't get on top of it. They do. And it was
Nathan Wright trickled it out.
Nathan Wright just dribbles over the boundary line. We'll have a throw in. 22 and a half minutes played. Only played about 27 minutes the first quarter, so in the dying stages of the second quarter. Margin 17 points. Smith up against Rudder. Danaher in there. Howard gets it off the back of the pack, drives it forward, and goes through for the minor score. 7-3, 45. 4-3, 27. Kick out's a quick one. And affected over there by Lloyd. And we'll have a boundary throw in.
Nugent streaking away now. He's kicking long. Ryan Wells might have to run onto this one. Looks like he will do. Mean bounce there. He's all wrapped up. He's able to get a kick away.
A little bit
Jackson Gray, his first game, he hits the post.
It's almost a goal there. He just needed to get more purchase on the kick there. Was from Wells, and it may have dribbled through. I thought he was going to get pinged for holding the ball. He did the full 360, trying to get himself lined up with the goals. It was almost a goal there from David Wright. Sorry, Jackson Gray, the other first gamer. Kennedy just too strong in the ruck, but it comes down to Danaher. He's troubled out of it. They move it forward, the students. Looking for Melville, and Melville just wants to see this over the line. Umpire says that's okay. 24 and a half minutes played. Margin 17 points. Kennedy strong in the ruck, but once again down to Danaher, and then once again cleared by the students. Good mark there taken from David Wright, the first gamer. Kick just off one step, wasn't good enough. Kennedy now wraps up, almost troubled out of it, but he gets enough on it. Now Fig through the middle. He's going to be wrapped up, and is, and it's going to be too high, says the umpire. So it did look like a good tackle, but must have just slipped high from Lloyd. The kick out now. Finds Garrity. Garrity on the left. It's a good kick, just didn't hit the target by inches, and we'll have another boundary throw in. Dying stages, second quarter. The Lions threaten to get back in this game in a big way. They were 4 points down at one stage and looked like they were going to take the lead, but the Sydney Uni have pegged it back. It's back out to 17 points, and a big shoulder charge there from Fig. The ball spills clear. Kick inside. That was Braco. His kick has dribbled through, and it's a goal. Oh, it's touched. Thought it might have gone through for a goal.
Good to see the field umpire and the goal umpire on top of that one.
Quick on the mark there. Good communication. So dying stages. Can't be long to go. Just a little dinky kick over. This is better from the Lions. Early in that first quarter, they were trying to move the ball too quickly out of the back line and was turning over each time. This time, they've made sure of it. McClure with a big sweeping handball. Just couldn't find the target. Chipped in there was Hutton. He's done well to move it back forward, but Nice little touch there from Goodley, and we'll have another boundary throw in. As we said, beautiful conditions, no wind to speak of as yet here at North Dalton Park. Can change quickly. Sydney Uni push it forward again. Now the Lions on the run again. Good work from Morwood, but he's tasseled out of it. Now through the work there was Thompson. His handball's a good one, and it hits.
Jake the Snake. You'll be hissing me at that one all week.
We'll leave that one open for you, Dylan. Jake Hogarth puts it through for a well-needed goal late in the quarter from the Lions. They go to 5-4-34, the margin back to 2 straight kicks. And Jake the Snake Hogarth gets his first on the board. 5 individual goal scorers at the moment for the Lions. And 6 for the Students, with James Howard the only player to have recorded more than 1 goal to his name. And even the second one was controversial, to say the least. So spreading it around here at North Dalton Park. 28 minutes played. Margin 12 points. Another one here for the Lions would be handy. They get the clearance. Trying to backpedal there was the Snake. And here they go. Got it clear. Falls to Cook. He wants to use his pace. Gets the kick. Doesn't go forward. Oh, good work there. It was Gray, and he's done it well back on the left, but no one home for the Lions, although this has come off, and it's a free kick, kicking in danger. That would have been handy. Play it down for the Students. And Sydney Uni just wanting to slow this down a little bit now. I don't want to give away another one. Almost a turnover there. They're good enough to come away with it. Now they work it through the middle of the ground. Good hit there from McClure. His handball up. All in dispute. Danaher tries to push his way through. Good work again from McClure, putting his body over the ball, but it's worked now well by the Students. They go straight down the middle. The kick just offline. Howard's able to pull it in. No. Hassled out of it. Good work there from the defenders. And go back in the middle, but turnover. It will come back. Can't be long to go. Shadow of half time now with Herdman. His kick turned over again. Just lacking a little bit of skill coming out of the back half, and the free kick here going to the Lions, interfered with, and that should be 50. No. Thought he had a case to answer there. Oh, the kick just puts Danaher, but he chews up the pressure and spits it out like a... Not there, so it comes to Gray. Can't be long to go in this quarter. Can they get another one on the board before the end? This will be
now with the ball.
Can the Snake make the distance? Wants to play on, does so.
Nugent looking inside. He's loaded up. He gets to the goal square, but it's marked down there.
It was Smith for the Students. Certainly an opportunity there for the Lions, but just couldn't get the distance on the kick. Hogarth. Boundary throw in. 30 and a half minutes played. I've been saying we're nearly half time for about 8 minutes now, so plenty of time on in this quarter. Could have been holding the man there. The umpire says play on. You're over the ball. Now, a bit of run from Fremantle. He's tackled out. Picked up now from Lloyd. Lloyd's got the ball clear. Still working hard. Goodley. Scrubbing kick forward. Looking for Gray. Wasn't able to bring it in. And the turnover now from the Students. So Jeffress Wants to go long.
He's got Cook on the lead here. This might have
Cook
popped
pulled
up
out of
too
it.
much, yeah.
But Wells was good enough to pick it up. Goes backwards. Can they get forward? Cook lurking again. If you can pick this up and use a bit of pace, we'd like to see it. Out it comes again now. Just a fumble there at the crucial stage from Goodley. Turns back on it. Errant handball. Higgins does very well to spin out of the tackle, and now with Fremantle. Fremantle's kick chopped off. They've lifted the lines. Green. Now with Herdman. He's just pushed off the ball by Scott. So good work from Scott there to get rid of his opponent. And now with the Lions. They come through the middle. It's with Goodley again. Had a couple of touches in this passage. Should go forward. Now with David Wright. Hyphenated. In the hands of Rutter. His kick down the line. Cook. Beautiful bounce. He needs to have a bounce and go home. Puts it up. And
strong mark there by Thompson.
Thompson now moves on quickly. He wants to put it into the centre and cleaned up by the students. Just needed to go back and kick the goal. Hindsight's a wonderful thing. Now the students on the attack. David Wright, nice little touch in there, the youngster. And the longest quarter in football history, when there's only been, well, at the most 5-6 goals scored. We're now running into the 33rd minute of the quarter. Just chewing up time, the Lions. You can sense that there's not long to go, as I've been saying for the last 10 minutes. Through the middle. And there's the siren eventually. So, the main break comes, and the margin is 12 points, so it's been a good contest so far, Dylan. And certainly looks like it's going to be a great contest going into the second half. So, as we enter the main break, Illawarra 5-4-34. They trail the students by 12 points, 7-4-46. Come back to us in about 20 minutes' time. We'll have all the action from the second half here. AFL Sydney Match of the Week, live from North Dalton Park.
Shuttle down was the first day I went at lunchtime, the next 2 days I went in the It's a beautiful job. That's the really nice thing. We went out. And then we dropped the Santa Cruz beach to the beach. And then we went to San Jose. Stayed in San Jose, went to shops. And next night, another mate from Mexico. Went to the dance party. It's like and it was very chill. So it was just mashups and all the arts, pasta. Yeah. And then food Vegas. 3 nights in Vegas. Yeah, Vegas. 3 nights in Vegas. And then we flew to Portland. We got in at 6:30 at night. We're leaving at 10:30 the next morning. So just went out and see the show. We're actually sick. Oh no, we did. Well, me and Gordo, it's like we're home. Me and Gordo stayed out. And we got locked into this bar. It was a Wednesday night. And I'm playing to this bar. And then we stayed. It's like the bartenders there, like close friends of me and Gordo. I was DJing. Gordo went home. Ex-collegiate volleyball player. And I was like, always. Right in my face. He has to go once in life and then once in life. I'm going to go to the room. Go, good luck.
Look at that body.
You like my curves?
I like those curves too, man.
That was actually the one thing I was
second half's always the better half too.
It's been raining and it's raining, so I'll go back.
So all set for the second half here at North Dalton Park. The margin's 12 points in favour of the students. And we're just about to get underway. In the middle, we'll have that one back. A message at half time, Dylan, to the Lions.
Definitely looking to tighten up early. Sydney Uni usually kicking a couple of early goals in each quarter, so we're trying to create a bit of pressure.
Certainly been an issue, and they go forward again, the students. This time cleared out of the area. Yeah, it's definitely what the Lions want to do. They want to get the first one on the board. Both quarters in the first half saw... Oh, that's an interesting one. Umpire brought it back. Yes, both starts of both quarters in the first half saw quick Sydney University goals. And behind the 8 ball for the rest of the quarter. Good work there from Kenny Ewan Chappell. Just put his body in the way of his opponent and read the ball beautifully. Pushes it forward now. Great pick up there. This is Thompson. Swings around on a big arc. Turns around and they've got the first one on the board, the Lions. Exactly what the doctor ordered. Great goal there from Thompson.
What a pickup.
Decided I don't need two hands, one will do me. And he gets his second for the evening. And a great start for Illawarra. Margin back to 6 points. So, if that was the message, Dylan, at half time, then it was certainly executed well. Another goal here, and we're back to all square, and we've got a game on our hands. Kennedy in the ruck, up against the Snake Hogarth. I think we've pushed the Snake point as far as we can go. Needs to get his body in there. Good bounce by the umpire. To the advantage, Hogarth doesn't read it, goes under the ball. Wrapped up is McClure. Umpire will have another go at this. No prior opportunity. Kennedy doing the ruck work from the other side, so the defensive side, and it's worked for him well. The kick in from Fremantle. Fig lurking, puts his body on the line, tries to shepherd too, but unfortunately slips through the middle of both of them. And now Danaher, nice dish. And worked it well here, the Lions, although good work there by the students' player. And Green dispossessed. Plenty of numbers here in red and white. Ewan Chappell tries to get the handball off. Gets in there again. Just fading off the back there was Morwood. He's had a very good game as Jack Morwood. Just playing that defensive role across half back. Plenty of numbers around this contest. The Lions have pushed plenty of players up. They've got one out in the goal square. The only target forward. Morwood again. Now through Braco. His handball back, Kennedy. They've worked it well, the students. Push forward. Almost brought in there, but couldn't quite get it through. That was Ryan Kennedy. Good tackle applied. Seem to have some more intensity around the ball at the moment, the Lions. Danaher's trouble out of it, but here go the students. Inside 50. Well read.
Righto, clearing the space. Dwayne Jeffries putting some pressure on his Sydney Uni opponent here.
Could have been in the back, but umpire says play on. Just cleaner with the football at the moment, the students. This one's not hit the target. Green through Danaher.
It's back to Lloyd. Kick to the boundary again.
Well, it'll be an interesting one to call this one. I don't think the super intention was there. I just don't think he just wanted to get rid of it and just happened to be facing that way.
There's one paid against them early in the first quarter, if you might recall.
Once again, plenty of numbers around this contest. Plenty of numbers in the stands for the Sydney Uni boys, making a trip of the game down here at Wollongong. Feel for the bus driver on the way home. Approaching the 5-minute mark. 1 goal scored in the quarter so far, and that's to the Lions. They certainly have avoided the quick goals from the Sydney Uni, which was a factor in the first half. Yet to score.
Dishing off to Tier now, looking up the ground. Nice low click to Herdman. Thompson leading out of the square.
Herdman now playing forward, which is an interesting move. Kick looking for Wells, just didn't hit the target, but it comes off nicely to Walsh. In there again of the students.
Peter Lloyd taking a good mark under the high ball there. He's looking to move it forward.
A lot of movement forward, and he goes 30 metres backwards. David Wright. As we said before, playing his first game in the Premier League. Rutter. Nice work there. Could have been a push out, but disguised well by Garrity. And the students rebound. 1 on 3, and the 3 should win out.
Another great fist there by young Josh David Wright. It's really stepped up.
He's come into the game in the later stages, hasn't he? He certainly looks a likely lad. Plenty of size about him. Now he's in the ruck. And he rucks it well, so there's another string to the boat. Now the students inside 50, but seems to be a lot more intensity in the back half for the men in red and white at the moment. And that was worked well there as well. And worked well. It was very good under there was Lloyd. Put his body on the line, got over the ball, and was able to pull the free kick out of that.
Goodby gets the handball off, shakes, then gives it back to Lloyd, who kicks long. Not the best kick in the world.
Be effective though if Wells can get on top of this. Can't do so. It was picked up there by Underwood, and he goes wide. Looking for Braco. The arms of Braco now. Comes back inside. Finds Miller. They move it well. This is Morwood. Has one bounce through the centre. Now a good kick. Just leant back on the kick there and found Melville. He moves it on. Probably should have gone back and had a shot. At least got it long in the square. And that is holding the ball every day of the week. Avis Foster. And 50 metres for not giving the ball back. So this will be dangerous.
Very tight in the back half this quarter line. It's a great start by them.
Been a very good start. This should be inside 50. And it's not. The umpire hasn't used his mark as well. The free kick was 10 metres inside the square. Therefore, the result should be 10 metres outside the square. But anyway, we move on. Off the soapbox. Now with Kenny Ewan Chappell. He's wrapped up. Ball for Spills 3. Spills free. Tongue's getting tired in the third quarter. We're in trouble. In front now of Smith.
Great tackle by
wrapped
Ryder.
up well. They've just been intense at the football, haven't they, Dylan, tonight? In this second half, they've come out. Free kick. Their tackling's been great. They've been tight in the back half. And now Sydney Uni under pressure. Howard. He goes inside 50 and read well there.
Peter Lloyd getting a fair few touches in this third quarter. Gives it back to the youngster, David Wright.
Right now, looks for Danaher and just slips through the fingers. Some intensity on that run there from Braco. You can see it in his eyes.
Jeffries getting articulated. No one in particular. This could be deliberate.
Got to go out first. Back on it now, Sydney Uni. Kennedy fumbles. This could be dangerous. Does nice. Just gets a little touch across to Snodgrass. Back to Kennedy. This time. Kicks. Good work there by Howard. Tries to work his player under the ball, but still able to put the effective spoil there was Cook. They're away again. Oh, good hit. Now it's with Lai. Gives the big show. Then drops it. Pushes on again. The boys in the crowd love this one. Wrapped up there by I think it's Thompson again. He's filled 3 and back on it was Lai. Tries to bring it round the corner and he couldn't do so. Minor score. Margin 7 points. This game seems to have lifted at a level, Dylan.
Lions have come out after half time. Kenny Ewan Chapel must have got stuck into the boys. They're really putting that tackling ferocity on in the back half.
Go long. Out of the goal square. Ewan Chappell just working his player under the ball, trying to work back on it. Now affects the tackle on Kennedy. Tries to get in there again. Danaher, the big spin, and the students have got it forward. Nice big thump there in the back half. Now,
Goodley
pushed
goes
forward
off the ground.
by Goodley. Students are back there again. Higgins. Nice chain of handballs. And relieve a bit of pressure, and Fig playing up the ground, that sort of leading mark on the wing. We've seen it a couple of times tonight. Certainly not the forward option. Now the kick offline. Have they got the numbers around it? Worked out there well. Now
Herbner comes up with it, looks into Ryan Wells, who's just outside the 50, I think.
Go back and kick the goal, Wellesley.
Not with the skipper in the square. He's going to have it. He's pulled up now.
He's done the right thing there, Wells. He's at least shown the skipper that I did look. I saw you there, but I thought the option was better.
I would have done the exact same thing.
So when the coach says, "Why didn't you see me?" you say, "Well, I did." Wells leans back on it. The umpire sees this one through. It's a goal. The Lions are equal. Great kick there. In fact, they're a point behind them. Forgot about the rush behind, but 1 point the margin now, and a great goal there from Wells. And the Lions are well back in this one. They've kicked only 2 goals of this quarter. They still trail. Just need to get their noses in front. Feeling a surge here from the Illawarra Lions. What can the students do to stop the scoring? Yeah, the tables have turned. We were saying the same thing about the Lions in the first quarter. Now the pressure all on the students. Kennedy in the ruck. In there is Walton. Haven't seen a lot of him tonight.
Isaac Walton's been a bit quiet, playing off the bench. The gerbil, as he's known, for his rodent qualities around the club.
Won't
He's
ask.
looking to get a few touches around the ground
Not
today.
even going to go there. Now the students in the forward 50. Wells now. He kicked the last goal. Now he's sweeping around the back line. Can he do everything? Good hit of the ball there from Jeffress. Goes back. Danaher dishes off. Just a little untidy here at the moment. Walton's dispossessed. Now the students can't seem to get the clean football. It's almost a mirror image of the first quarter. David Wright, he's been good in this quarter. One of the better players so far. Morwood goes through the middle. I've liked his game tonight in Jack Morwood. And they've worked this well, the students. They now want to go wide. Still too far out to score. Goes inside. This is not too far out. There's a good chain there. Players in the overlap. It's landed in the hands of Smith. And he should go back and put this through. They need this, the students. Glenn Smith. The kick is online and it's got the distance, so the students get one back. Margin back out to 7 points. So a good goal by Glenn Smith. Much needed. He becomes their 7th goal scorer of the evening. Crowd favourite Jackson Gray comes on, as you could hear. Approaching the 14-minute mark. It's the third quarter down here at North Dalton Park. The margin's 7 points. Kennedy been winning the ruck all day. Morwood in there, as is Green. He's wrapped up. Umpire will have this. Kennedy just likes to work his way in front of his opponent on those field bounces, get across the line. Totally legal, and he does it well. Little kick off the boot there from Thompson, and he backs up well. Now he goes another one. The former soccer player goes to Danaher. He's been good, just dishes off. Nice little easy handball to Nugent. Nugent kicks it in forward, looking for Herdman. Just couldn't bring it in. It's a good play there, Dylan, down the far wing.
Yeah, Peterloo with his trademark off the ground kicks.
Boundary throw in. Almost every player on the attacking side of the halfway mark for the Lions, so no indiscriminate kicking out of the back line for the students through fear of turnover. Wrapped up again, ball spills free. Trying to hit it there. This again was Nugent. In there is the snake, Hogarth, but the students have come away with it. Oh, good tackle.
Wrapped him up. He tackles well for a snake.
The constrictor just wrapped his arms around, squeezed the ball out. Now dishes off. Kenny Ewan Chappell does the right thing by the coach. Throws it inside 50. The big kick. Who's under this one? Oh, it's fallen to the hands. It could have been touched on the way through. It was. Almost a mark there to Adamson. Still threatening. Could have been in the back. And the umpire says, throw it in. Almost tried to claim that one, did James Adamson. Unlikely player at the back of the pack. Once again, boundary throw in. 15 metres around from the Lions' goal. Hogarth does well in that contest, uses his body, but good work to keep the ball free from Underwood. Kicks down the line. Numbers in favour of the Lions. This is David Wright to Ewan Chappell. The hyphen to hyphen. Sounds like an American sitcom. Goes inside 50 now. Top of the square. But it's the students who clear. But it's a turnover again. The Lions threatening now. They need another one on the board. Wells does well. Could have been. And in fact, almost had time to put his wishes in writing there. Put his hand on the ball. Claim to the umpire. Umpire said, okay, you can have this one. Long. Herdman. Turn into a forward. Ewan Chappell. And once again, the students are just forced. Oh, good grab there, just the side of the body. They're just having to quickly get the ball out of the defensive half. Green onto it. High tackle. He'll get the free kick. Line switch. It's a good kick in front of Cook. Brings it in. Goes short. Not the option, I don't think. Just want to get it in long now. Good work by Adamson. And once again, the students at the numbers around the back of the packs and get it out of the defensive zone fairly quickly.
If you're wondering where Lions spearhead Thompson is, I believe he's gone to the bench with an injury. Thompson's got a long history of hamstring injuries, so let's hope he's not out of the game for too many weeks to come.
He's still working on him on the bench. There's not... you might see him back out there. Bodies flying everywhere meanwhile. And good touch by Danaher. Gives it to Cook. Cook goes long. Could it go the distance? Needs to bounce. It does go the distance. It's a great goal by Cook. A lovely touch by Danaher. And it was Chris Cook who got the ball forward, and it dribbles through for a goal. The margin back to 1 point. Some good hustling football there, Dylan, by the Lions.
You can really see the difference in this third quarter. They've come out fighting, and it's really tightened up in here.
Approaching the 19-minute mark. Chris Cook gets his second. And you can feel something happening here at North Dalton Park. They've worked hard. The margin back to 1 point. They still haven't been able to get their noses in front of the Lions. They've trailed since the start of the game. You just get the sense if they can get in front, might be able to get a couple and start to build something. It all starts here in the middle of the ground. It's been a tough ask for Hogarth up against Kennedy. That one helps. Bounces right on his head. And hitting the ball hard was Ewan Chappell. Now out to Wells. Two experienced players there for the Lions. Looking for Herdman. It'd be good to see this out, actually, and he has. So Brent Herdman was able to get the ball over the boundary line and rally the troops for a boundary throw-in. A little bit of a pause as the boundary umpire gets himself set. Hogarth and Kennedy. Been a tussle all day. You'd have to say Kennedy gets the chocolates there at the moment, but the snake won't stop trying. It's in there. Now the students just get the kick clear. Fig keeps the ball high. Oh, leads with the head there was Thompson. So he's back on the field. That's good to see. Ewan Chappell.
That's Peter Lloyd.
Oh, that's Lloyd, sorry. And big shove there from Adamson. And Morwood now for the students. They break. In fact, this is Morwood. Good kick down the line. Melville. Another good kick. Finds the target in the hands of Robbie. Hasn't been the goal scoring option. He has been. Sits in the top 10 of the goal scorers in the Sydney AFL, does Gab Robbie.
Josh Keir cutting that off, the old trademark double fist. Don't see many of them around these days.
Robbie's kicked 12 for this season, only played 3 games. Of course, with the washout, this will get him up onto par. Good work there. Through the pack was Scott, just brings it back inside, top of the square stuff. David Wright let his player get to the fall of the ball. They've worked it well. Now the students, and it's a goal now.
Jackson
Gray.
Jackson Gray, great pressure there. Just hold on to him as he's running into the square, and he missed from the top of the square there.
Perfect work there by Jackson Gray.
Great way to start your first game.
It's the sort of stuff the coach likes to see. Come selection time next week. It's the sort of things he likes to remember too. Danaher now doing the kick out for the Lions. He's been using the short option, but this time goes long. Unfortunately, the turnover, and it lands in the hands of Underwood. And it's a 50-metre penalty inside the protected zone, so Underwood will get the advantage. He should go to the top of the square. They just can't seem to get their noses in front of the Lions. Every time they get a score on the board, the students are able to come back with one, and this will get the margin back out to 8 points. Kyle Underwood, and he puts it through, so another goal scorer on the board for the students, and the margin back out to 8 points. 23 minutes played. 8-4-52 the Lions, 9-6-60. Margin 8 points in favour of Sydney University. Changing the ruck.
The gerbil's back in there, number 11, Isaac Walton. See if we can get some leap. He's a bit shorter than his rucking opponent.
Smith for the students. Good work there by Walton, but the students go forward. And a push out's been called here, and the kick will go to the students again. It'll be Howard. He'll pick this up here. No. We'll just wait till he gets about 5 metres in front of him, pick it up and throw it back at him just to rub the salt in. But James Howard now with a shot on goal for the students. Does enjoy a goal. Been known to celebrate. Howard's kick floats in. It's on line. And they get another one, the students. It's 2 in a row. Margin out to 14 points. Not what the Lions would have liked to see. They were on the run. It looked like they were going to get their noses in front. Students have kicked the last 2, and the margin back to 14 points. Approaching the 25-minute mark, it's the third quarter. It's the round 3 rescheduled game. Illawarra versus Sydney University here at North Dalton Park. And rushing through the middle was Higgins. That's a huge hit.
David Goodley dishing
Got
out some pain there.
straight up. But Goodley's hit on Higgins was massive. And well, you got to think the bells are ringing in the Higgins household, but he gets back on it. Now the umpire's seen a free kick and will go to the students again. Wow.
That's rare from Goodley. He's known as a bit of a cat around the club. So he would love that shout out.
Oh, now it's in the hands of Howard. Just gets on the wrong side of the ball, puts it up in the air. It's going to land. It could have been, I thought it would have been Kennedy's ball, but left it there. And a little bit of pressure, relieved. Free kick to Rutter in the back. The line's clear. Now with the young hyphen, David Wright. And his kick into the man on the mark, but he gets it back. Good handball in the end. Could have got to Danaher. And trying to get it clear there. Does very well. Could have been high on Smith. And that could be in the back. Umpire's letting him play at the moment. So good to see. Could have been a push in the back. The umpire once again letting them play. Here he goes, Thompson.
Peter Lloyd with his soccer
Sorry,
skills.
Lloyd. I'll get those two mixed up. Thompson's on the deck. And a short quarter here. 26 minutes in this third quarter. Wasn't expecting that siren to go so quickly. But it did, and the margin's 14 points at three-quarter time. It was a good fight back by the Lions in that quarter, and they nearly got their noses in front. But the margin as we go into three-quarter time is 14 points. It's Illawarra 8-4-52. Sydney University 10-6-66. Join us in a couple of minutes, and we'll be back with all the action from the final quarter. It's going to be a thriller here at North Dalton Park.
Press red.
Final quarter of this rescheduled round 3 match between the Illawarra Lions and the Sydney University students. The margin's 14 points in favour of the students. What can this final quarter throw up? Can the Lions get their noses in front? Will the students hold out? Only time will tell. We're just about to get set for the final quarter. And it's the students who go forward. Nice little dish off. Finds in Braco. He puts it at the top of the square. Good position. Lions player playing in front. David Wright, the youngster, playing his first game. Goes one way, then they come the other. They've worked this well, the Lions. A little bit of the composure, although that kick's not doing any well. Braco goes back and makes them pay. And Braco gets the first of the third quarter, the final quarter. Margin out to 20 points. Not the start that the Lions wanted. It's 3/4 of the 4. The students have kicked the fast goal.
Runner that's shanking that kick out of the back line there. Who read all about that one in the newsletter this week?
I was just about to say in the call that they looked a lot more composed in the back half, in the second half of this game. And the turnover, and Braco puts it through. His second for the night, becomes only the third multiple goal scorer for the students. They've had plenty. 8 individual goal scorers for Sydney University tonight. Of course, Sydney University next week. They take on North Shore, which will be a big task. Wollongong, on the other hand, they're up to Henson Park to play the Balmain Dockers, so just want to get this win on the board if they can. The Lions haven't been able to score a win so far in 2013. And it's all in front of them now. Of course, the Lions also are supporting the Go Blue for Autism today. The fundraiser down here at North Dalton Park, doing some fantastic work raising funds. And we applaud them for that. If you go to the Lions website, you'll find out all the details and make a donation if you wanted to through there. So well done to the Lions. Fortunately, at the moment, they're behind on the scoreboard. Oh, that's a great kick. Kick came in from Nick Lai, and it was right in front of the leading Fig. And he will go back now. Hasn't had a chance to shoot on goal so far tonight. This would be his first if he were to kick it. Fig. Journey won't trouble him. Leans back just offline, and I'm saying that doesn't travel the Journey, and it's touched for a rush behind, so went off a bit early there. Margin 21 points.
Goodly now on the back line, checking his options before kicking long to Nathan Wright.
Oh,
He takes a great mark.
fantastic mark
Shaking
there.
up down there.
Nathan Wright, he found himself on the top of 2 players and landed heavily.
Looks all right now as he gives off to Nugent, who looks for Wells. Can't take the mark.
In there now is Higgins, who popped that huge blow in the third quarter. Morwood just in time. Gets it across. And the mark taken by Schofield. Students now handy lead going into this final quarter. They push forward again. Mark taken. well there from Robbie. Spins, just wants to move it forward. Looking for Howard. Howard reads it so well. And safe hands. James Howard takes the mark. The double take for the high five there from his teammate. Got it eventually. Does love a goal. James Howard goes back and has he got this one in? Umpires playing games with us. They'll have a talk. All clear. 6 points. James Howard gets another one on the board.
He's done it again, I'm sure. No. Thinking that umpire that might have thought it hit the post, the field umpire's come in again. Told the goal umpire how to do their job.
So James Howard gets his third for the evening. Margin now 27 points, and it's now or never for the Lions. Of course, this game rounding out the remainder of round 3 from the washout game. The other winners today were North Shore. They got over the top of Campbelltown, and St George were handy winners over Western Suburbs. So that would complete round 3. And a free kick here now is going against the Lions for a push in the back off the play, and it's in the hands of Fig. So nothing going right at the moment for the Illawarra Lions. In they go again. Kick by Miller, going to the top of the square, and a good punch there.
Trademark double fister by Josh Tier.
He's really making his own, the double fisted there, Tier. So, rush behind, sends the margin to 28 points. They need goals and they need them quickly due to Lions.
Jake the Snake taking a good mark, handballs on to Dwayne Jeffries, the most injured man I ever known in my life. To Peter Lloyd, trademark run. Thought he was going to take a bounce there, but he goes over to Wells. Wheels around, finds Ewan Chappell, who kicks into the forward line for the J-Train. Unfortunately, couldn't take the mark there.
Good attack of the football there from Wright. He's been pushed forward in this final quarter. As we've seen so many times tonight, easily out of defence come the Students. Now in the hands of Snodgrass. His kick inside 50. Oh, and a tackle applied there on Green. No prior opportunities, so the umpire will come in and ball this one up. It was a good tackle applied by Gabriel Robbie. Oh, off the long run there, Kennedy only just made the contest in time. And here we go, the Lions, what can they do? Unfortunately, nothing. And they go forward. It's through the hands of Fig. Should have brought that one in. And could have been the back. Umpires let it go. They go forward again, the Students. They're in on the attack now.
David Wright with the fist once again.
He's had a good game, the youngster. And they cook forward and well read.
Josh Tier is looking around to see his options. Goes short to the youngster, Josh David Wright. Dubs, he's having a great game. Chris Cook now getting it on the far side. And he hits Goodley, the feline man from the Royal Lions.
They've worked this well, the Lions. They just need this next kick to hit a target, and it's a 50-metre penalty being played. Sure, that one was for. It's off the ball. So that will help immensely. Get him inside 50. They need a goal. It's a good length on the 52, so made up for the one before. Wants to go quickly, does so. Just doesn't hit the target. Goes through the hands of Adamson, and good block there. And the Students once again. And this is Scott, Mitchell Scott. He drives them long. Kick not a good one. Picked out the Wollongong player in Rutter. And they go wide. David Wright. Oh, could have used two. Danaher's sort of fallen away in this second half. They've done well to shut him down, the Students. They push through again. Here they go. Goodley. Hands off. Goes inside. Once again, doesn't hit the target in Wells. Wells tries to bustle his way through as he's wont to do. Here's a good tackle. He had
the
prior
gerbil's wrapped
opportunity.
him up.
And that's a good decision by the umpire.
The gerbil will go back and have his shot here. It's good to see he's got rid of that rotten mustache he's been sporting for the last few weeks. If you ever have a chat to Gerbil, just ask him how he likes his milkshakes. Very interesting character, the Gerbil.
Walton now puts it on the boot. Has it got the distance? Not quite. Goes through from behind. It's good to have Dylan Coop in the commentary box, giving us a little insight into the Lions players. Margin 27 points. Interesting setup by the students. Once they go, they sort of set up down the spine with a couple of outrunners. And they could have turned this over. Wells just drops it at the crucial stages. Turns back on it, gets free. Ryan Wells goes inside, tackled at the last second. Couldn't get it on the boot. Can they build now? They've done well. Morwood in there. Could have been high. Actually, it was Fremantle at the bottom of the pack.
Message me the word delicious if you can hear this.
Here we go. Danaher puts it on. Puts it on the boot. And not taken. Someone trying to prove a point in the background. Trying to use multimedias to get a message through. Please, if you can hear this, message the word delicious. I think the message just came through. Here they go. Danaher wrapped up in the tackle.
Tell the viewers I told you up earlier.
They bounce down inside 50. Lions on the attack. They trail by 27 points. Danaher in there, wrapped up again. And I do feel for the bus driver that is taking the students home tonight. Going to be a long trip up the highway. And out of bounds on the full, the umpire's seen here. It must have come off someone's boots, come off Kenny Ewan Chappell's boot. He wasn't happy about it. And once again, trickles over the boundary line. In fact, there's a free kick here, too high, the umpire's seen. So time running out for the Lions if they're going to make their charge. Nearly brought in there by the students again, and they've just worked this ball up the sideline nicely. (8-5) plays 12-8. Margin is 27 points in favour of the students. And whilst the boys in the gallery went very quiet in that third quarter, they've found some voice now with the students in the lead. Plenty of players around this just scrubbing the ball forward, but there's only students in the way. Through the middle. Howard leading the chase. Turns, nice handball inside. They're on the run now, the students. Out in front and a good kick. It's taken by Smith. Too far out to score, you'd think. The kick comes off the side of the boot and will go over the boundary line. And we'll have a boundary throw in. What can they do, Dylan, to get this score on the board and get themselves back in the game, the Lions?
You can see the snake about to come back on the ground. It's exactly what we need to fire the boys up. Let's get these last 5 goals.
You've heard it first, the snake injection into the game. Good tackle there by Ewan Chappell. Off the boot, Herdley takes a good mark. Herdman, sorry. Getting mixed up with Goodley and Herdley, and Herdman and the rest. Down the line, looking for Wells. Now he runs off his player. He's still lurking as Wells. What's the bump on? In there is Adamson as well. Coming away from the students. Here's Light. His little kick inside. Just gets over the head.
Here comes the gerbil.
And
Looks
Walton.
In. Nathan Wright's down there.
Goes long. Nathan
run
Wright
into a goal.
off the deck.
Oh, unlucky.
Couldn't get it through. On a score, 26 points to margin. They come out. Just popping off the chest there from Braco. But through the middle. Good spoil there.
Josh
Tier goes over, gets it back, kick the goal, gets it on the left, puts it high, and it's offline and out of bounds on the full.
I'm pretty sure it's impossible for Josh Kidd to kick 2 goals in one game. Couldn't get that one to go.
So I've got a bit of time here. So kick's given to Garrity. Just to go up the line now. Kennedy, the target, goes over the back in the hands of Robbie. He gives it to Higgins, who's up and about after that crunching hit in the third quarter.
Goodley with the ball now.
By this man, Goodley. Ewan Chappell, good captain's kick. Now, can he get it inside? Good kick inside 50, just couldn't bring it in, was Herdman. Falls to the back of the pack, he's back onto it. Gets the handball over to Wells. Wells runs close to the boundary line. It'll be a good goal if he gets it. Goes across the face of goal and a boundary throw in the result. 15 minutes played, 26 point the margin. The Lions yet to trouble the scorer in this final quarter. Wells at the back, knocks it in favour of the teammate, but students able to clear, but only as far as Cook, but he's dispossessed as well. Would have been a trip almost as he goes forward. Interesting enough. Now back to Braco through the middle. Throws it on the boot. One out is Howard. He's going to bring this one in. No, it pops off the chest. Goes back to Howard now. Just needs to get some clean football. And the umpire's seen a free kick here, holding the man. It's a tough one. But the result will be James Howard. He'll go back and have a shot. This could be his 4th goal for the afternoon. James Howard. This you'd think Dylan would put it out of reach of the Lions if he's able to get this one through. Wright knows it. He's telling him. Howard goes back. No problem whatsoever. And James Howard gets another one on the board. The margin now out to 32 points. So, a blow to the chances of the Lions off the boot of James Howard. He's kicked 4 this evening. Good return. Just can't seem to find a way to goal at the moment, the Lions. Back in the centre. Margin 32 points in favour of the students. You'd think they'd have it from here. And go forward again. James Howard takes the mark, plays on quickly. Could have gone back and had a shot. Gets to the top of the square, but in the way there was Josh Tier, who's had a handy last quarter in the back half.
Rudder with it now. Looks out to see his mate Chris Cook taking the mark comfortably there. Herman's on the lead. Oh, into the man on the mark and straight out of bounds. Unlucky there, Chris Cook.
But Cook just needed to give himself a little bit more space. And we'll have a boundary line throw in. Right, not happy. You'll get a free kick here if he doesn't look at the ball. Umpires don't like that. In fact, he ends up getting the ruck work. And that could be out in the full. Umpire says yes. The gallery says not so sure. Very experienced boundary umpire. And I agree with the decision. Goes forward. Ewan Chappell applies the tackle. Now it's in the hands of Wells. Tries to invent something. Goes over to Herdman. Herdman kicks from deep in the pocket. Can't bring it back. Just the behind. (8:7:55). The Lions. Sydney University 13-8-86. They've been good in this final quarter. The students. Just for a while there in the third, you thought the Lions had something they were going to come and run over. But students able to shut them down. And the way it's going, they will record their third win for the season. And Danaher now with the ball. Here with Jeffress. Inside 50, Herdman. Nice little tap over. They're cleaning up. They've been good. They are the back six for the students today. Had plenty of ball inside 50, the Lions, but quite a lot of it just coming straight back out. And now pushing it forward again. In there for the students is Higgins. He just scrubs it forward. Gray unable to bring it in, but they've spoiled each other in the end. It comes out, and another shot on goal to the students, and just to the right-hand side of the post. They move it quickly.
Jack Nugent on the win. He's got Peter Lloyd working for him. It's a good mark there by Lloyd.
Down the line, finds Herdman.
Marcus Payne.
Herdman goes short, looking for Wright, couldn't bring it in. Wrapped up in the tackle there was Smith. Falls free. Danaher back on it, but he's wrapped up. As I said, they've done well to negate the influence of Danaher tonight. He was getting plenty of ball in that first quarter. Now, Scott drives them forward, looking for Fig. Out in front of him, takes the ball, just tries to spin it off. Now with Braco, couldn't replicate it, but now it's in front of Melville. Melville with the snapshot on goal. Umpire hits the post. 13-10 now, the students. Just playing out now. 22 minutes, just about to tick over. In the hands of Wells for the Lions. Now trying to invent something as well as he eventually gets the ball back and goes long and finds Cook.
Gives up for the first game, and Jackson Gray gets a kick down the line. Looking for Tommy Walsh here.
Good kick.
Takes a good mark.
Plays on now. They're inside 50. Hogarth the target. Couldn't get it in. Got numbers here. Right, just falls over. Could have been high. Umpire says play on. And the ball was still moving, but he wanted to clean this one up. Too many bodies lying around on the ground. We'll have a Ball up. Pushes forward. Lloyd now has got the free kick. Let the Sydney Uni boys bring this one home. No pressure.
Peter has family plays for Sydney Uni. Gives the handball off to Nugent, who should go, and he misses.
They'll celebrate well on the way home, the Uni boys. They scored a big win in the previous game, and even the women's scored a win in the game preceding this one. So it's been a winning day down here at North Dalton Park for the students. Good pressure there by Kenny Ewan Chappell right to the end. Just caught the tails of Miller as he tried to get away, but they've run this well, the students. Inside 50 looking for Howard. He's been their goal scoring target tonight. He's got another mark. He will go back. And this for his 5th. Have to get your opinion on, is 5 a bag or is 6 a bag, Dylan?
Well, as a forward, I'd say 5 would be a bag. Kick as many bags as you can. More bags, the better.
So we have an ongoing thing where 5 is a handful and 6 is a bag. That's, we'll put a tick to the column of 5 as a bag for you. The minus score for Howard, either way, doesn't get 5. And now in the hands of Cook. I think it is there at the far wing. They've done well here, the students. They've shut down a lot of the run that was so prevalent in that third quarter by the Lions. Now Ewan Chappell runs through the middle. Goes direct, just couldn't get the bounce. And as they've done so many times tonight, the back 6 for the students relieve the pressure. And Fig with the mark. Hasn't been his night. Hasn't kicked a goal, but he's led very well up, further up the ground, and has created a lot of play. Oh, shocking bounce there. It was Rudder trying to run onto it. Some tired bodies out there now. You can just see it coming into the game. The kick now from Avis Foster, another hyphen in the team. It's time for the students. And siren sounds, 26-minute mark of the final quarter, and it's all done here at North Dalton Park. They were gallant there, the Lions, in that third quarter. They looked like they were going to come back, but just some composure and good work right there from the students in the final quarter. Denied them any scores, and they were able to put some goals on the board themselves. The final margin, 33 points. Illawarra 8-8-56. Sydney University 13-11-89. So Sydney University record their third victory of the 2013 season. The Lions, on the other hand, yet to record their first win for the season, and they'll be looking to see how they can do that next week when they take on Balmain up there at Henson Park. So all done here at North Dalton Park. Dylan, Coop, thanks for joining us up here in the commentary box.
No worries, hope to get back in sometime.
And thank you for joining us on the AFL Sydney Match of the Week live here. And join us next week. We're heading out to Bruce Purser Reserve, where we'll see the game between the Sydney Hills Eagles and the University of New South Wales Eastern Suburbs Bulldogs. But until then, winners here, Sydney University by 33 points over Illawarra. We'll catch you next week on the AFL Sydney Match of the Week.